Hello, how are you doing? Welcome in. Why is that music just so loud? Hello, everybody. It's good to see you. Let me get my stuff all set up. Don't accidentally pin anything. And we're good to go. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Um, I am rocking the normal look because as soon as the Gunner segment's over, I'm gonna be dipping tonight. I have a celebration to go to. That is also why I'm a little bit dressed up because I'm literally going to like I don't know that I like those. I think I like those, but I think tonight is a dark night. Yep. That's better. I will be running out the door. Because it's like a solid 20 to 30-minute drive to get there. And so we're gonna go celebrate somebody. But it's good to see you. Thanks for being here for the Gunner stream. Every Saturday they sponsor our stream with a little 2-hour segment. And all the info that you need is up here. So gunner.com and code zombie. There you go. See, just like that in chat. You got it. You got everything you needed. I had a fun morning. I was on the couch for OG Happy Dude while he ran through an old school TMNT game. I was there with Jadelin Gaming and Champrul, I'm probably mispronouncing that, and Tallulah, and they were very, very sweet. So gave me a reason to actually be awake this morning. I'm not used to that on my days off. I'm not used to being awake on my days off. So it was a lot of fun. And then I wandered around IKEA because I got approved for my shop. I got approved. I had my meeting yesterday. So the way this place works is you originally it's about to storm real bad. Initially you do have to like send in a portfolio and stuff, but like once you've had a shop in this mall, you're like approved forever. You don't ever have to like reapply. You just meet with the head person, and sometimes you have to tell, like, if you're coming in with a different idea, you could sometimes like she'll ask like, what are you doing this time? But like once you've been there, you can be there again as long as you left on good terms, obviously. So I sit down with her. Like she comes into the I'm sitting in the lobby. She comes in and she sees me. She's like, it's so good to see you. It's been a while. And it's like, yeah, like 4 or 5 years. She's like, it's really nice that you're here. We sit down. She still has my file from 2022. Still, for some reason, I don't know. I guess they keep really good records. Who knows? She pulls it. There's already a lease agreement in it. She's like, do you have a new lease agreement? And I was like, no, not yet. She's like, this is why it's in here. So she passes me the new lease agreement to like read. I don't have a spot yet, but soon. But it's just to like review it because there are changes. And then she gave me the community rules that all shop owners have to follow, which those have not changed much either. And she was like, I'm just glad you're back. She was like, you were always so sweet and so quiet in your shop. You were just very nice to everybody. You were always here. It will be so nice to have you back in this building. And I was like, yes. She asked me no questions about what I have planned. She did not care what I wanted to do in a good way. She just wants me back in the building. The meeting was like maybe 15 minutes while we went over the shops that are available. The one I want is coming up soon. And she's gonna let me know when that will be. If that one works out. It'll be on the main floor, which would be nice because like the escalators and elevators in this mall don't always work. It's an older place and sometimes they are down for maintenance. And having to carry heavy stuff upstairs to move in is not going to be fun. So I'm hoping for ground level. I'm hoping. for ground level. They've changed, I don't really know what they call it, but like it used to be once a month, but now once a quarter, there is a Saturday that you have to be open from 5 to 7, because it's like a tour. It's like a wine tour of the building, essentially. It used to be monthly, and I was like, "Oh, that's not, that would be bad." But now it's quarterly, and if it comes down to it, Red has offered to run it if she's not working. So, should be good to go. I'm good to go. Yes, dear, I am opening my own business. I have done all of the research. I have signed up with the vendors I need to sign up with so they can supply my store with stock. I have a general idea of what it's going to look like, how I'm going to decorate it. And I have everything lined up. I'm just waiting on a space. And she should know soon on what's going to be open soon. So it's going good. It's going good. That's what this is about. No pressure. But it does mean that I get to go part-time at the grocery store shortly. And then hopefully go full-time at the shop and quit the grocery store job if it goes well. I can't do it. I can't be in that grocery store any longer. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. So over it. Hi, Sonia. How you doing? Hi, Bree. It's good to see you. I think Sack was first. Now you nailed it. No, Jalen was really sweet. I had already followed her on everything because of GDQ, but she dropped me a follow back today, and that was really kind of her. As did Shamprel. So that was very nice of them. So I got to meet some new cool people, like officially. And so it was worth being on the couch. It was. Hi dear, but yeah, no, opening my own shop. I'm excited. Hi Vin, how you doing? Good to see you. But good news. Good news. So I don't know what the timeline's going to be. I'm hoping to be in the building before summer like officially starts. Because that's when it's busiest, when, like school's not really in session and like everybody's got a little extra free time on the weekends and stuff like that. But we shall see. The spot I want is opening up soon. I don't have confirmation on it yet. So I'm just, she said she'd let me know as soon as she knew. She was like, I will email you as soon as I know something. And I was like, deal. And then I ran around the mall and looked at all the other shops just to make sure I wouldn't be stepping on anybody's toes. Scouted a couple other locations as backups. And yeah, I'm gonna be selling corsets and goth fashion. Men and women's size extra small to 7X in a lot of styles. Not all styles, not everything I have will be available in every size, but a lot of what I'm carrying, if I don't have it in store, I can order it in the size needed. So there are going to be lots of selections from extra small to 7X. And that was kind of like me going into this, like going into selling that, like going into this like idea. I was like, I want to have as much of a size range as I can possibly do. Because there's not many places in my area that do that with this type of fashion. This is like, I'm not even hating on local places, but like a lot of like, when you go into like brick and mortar stores, they have a very limited size range. Usually it's like small, medium, large. You might get an XL, and that's about the end of it. But carrying stillbone corsets that fit up to roughly 6 or 7X in some cases will be like the reason to visit this store, because no one else is doing that here. There are chances in the future to get other vendors involved. I want to have an established business before I apply to sell Demonia or any of the Pleasers lines. Pleasers owns Demonia. If you don't know what Demonia is, it's these. They make the shaker boots, they make the goth boots, they make the stompy goth boots. I'm actually going to be wearing these tonight. That's why they're over here. But Pleasers actually owns Demonia, and Pleasers also has a bunch of other lines of shoes. I think one line's called Pink. And it's made for larger women, of all types, because they have like, and it has like, slightly larger like calf sizes. It starts at a larger foot size. So that would be cool to carry a couple of those as well. So we'll see. That's a future plan. That's a future problem. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm excited though. I'm just so excited to be out of the grocery store. As hopefully this goes really, really well, and I get out of the I get out of the grocery store. I can't do it anymore. Part-time, sure, but I still haven't, like, I haven't even told them that I'm not applying for the management position, and I think they're expecting me to. And so when that position opens and they ask me, I'm gonna be like, actually, this is what's happening. But I'm waiting until then to tell them because I don't want them messing with my schedule before then. I got to be able to pay rent. But I used to run a clothing shop. I used to make corsets in random goth fashion. The only reason I'm not hand making everything this time around is because I cannot make stuff fast enough to sell enough to pay the bills. Like, hand making a corset on my own takes me 2 to 5 days. Not counting like scheduling the fittings and double checking sizes and finding the pattern and, you know, all that stuff. So if I can only average at best 1 to 2 corsets a week, I can't make enough clothing to sell to keep the doors open. So that is why I'm going through vendors this time around. So I will still be hand making stuff like in the corner, like as like for custom orders and stuff. I'll still be taking those orders every so often, but the bulk of the store will be from vendors, ethical vendors, but people that like own businesses that can churn these out. And because I'm going through vendors, it's why I can have extended range, like sizes. When I make a corset, it's unique, it's one of a kind. I only have the one size. When I order from someone else, I can pick a style or design a style. I can design one. And then they're able to shrink or expand it as needed for all the different sizes. They can take that pattern, that idea, and scale it down, scale it up, whatever they need to do. And then they can get me, you know, 2, 3, 4 of each size if I need it. So yes, I am very excited. You need a DVD themed one, like a DVD themed corset? If I could find, I want to experiment with hand painted corsets. Like, I want to make a basic corset or get one pre-made that's not like, you know, several $100s. Just like a standard black corset that's mid-range price that I won't like cry if I mess up, and actually try hand painting corsets. I think that could be cool. The only problem is, even though they're rigid to some degree, it's still fabric, so I don't know how it would hold up. Like, obviously I would use fabric paint, but I don't know how it would hold up. We'll see. We'll see. But good news. I have good news. I will be launching online sales at some point. But that is a future problem. That is a future thing. So we will wait and see what happens. For now, it will be in-person sales. But if you do follow this link and you do contribute in some form or fashion when the online sales do launch, hopefully next year, late this year, next year, I won't forget, I'll send you a discount code, or you can DM me and we can work something out. That way I don't necessarily have to like give all my personal information out. So we'll see. We shall see. Thank you for the lurk. But the colors, I know like hand painted corsets are a thing that exists. It's just, it's a certain skill set I don't have yet, but I think it would be fun to learn how to do it. Let's see. I tried hand painting this corset. Hand painted corsets. Okay, so they do exist. But I don't know what the technique is, so I'll have to like learn. I will have to learn. I'm gonna save that. Come back to it later. We're gonna play some Dead by Daylight tonight. I know we started. Where is DVD? I know we started Pragmata last stream. I will probably at some point continue that. I would like to get one more stream out of it. It's a lot of fun. I think if it's something you're even remotely interested in, it was a blast. You should pick it up. But we're gonna play some Dead by Daylight tonight. I really love this idea. I'm 6'7", 325, finding clothes goth. So I'm not gonna assume a gender. Something that I am gonna be carrying men and women's clothing. The men's is a little more like typical men's is a little more limited just by virtue of being what it is. Like there's only so many ways you can make a black button down, you know. But I will have some men's corsets and vests and accessories. I will also I made a little like rule. I was typing up rules, not necessarily to like post, just you know to brainstorm what I will and won't allow in my shop. And one of them I decided, which I'd already decided this, but like basically I'll dress you in anything that like catches your eye, no matter like gender, sex, whatever. I don't care. If you like it, you should wear it. If anybody tries to be a dick about it, they're gonna leave. I might have to remove them, but they are going to leave. We're not going to play that game. So while I will have both men's and women's fashion, it won't necessarily like matter. You can wear whatever you want in the store if you like it. I don't give a shit. But I will try to carry a range. So eventually I want to have leather hats. Like leather top hats, leather hats that are like fascinators, stuff like that. I do want to branch into that eventually, but it's a very big buy-in because leather hats of that quality are several $100s a piece. And a lot of these vendors require that you order 2 to 3 of each item. So starting out, probably not. I used to make hats, and I might dabble in like some custom ones, but the ones I want will be a later date because I don't want to. I'm not ready to buy into that just yet. Found a vendor though. We have a rank reset, so now I have too many. I have too many blood points. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see where we go. I'm mostly gonna focus on corsets to start. A little bit of goth fashion, some dresses, men's vests, men's corsets, and then trinkets, accessories, small things. One of my other goals is this mall is like a high-end mall, technically. And because a lot of it is like handmade stuff in a lot of the like stores, stuff is very expensive there. Just everything by virtue of being a part of this mall, being a higher end mall, everything's very expensive. There's a few shops there that carry a wide range of stuff. So like you can, even if you've got like $3, there is something you can like find and leave with. But I want to have a wider range of prices. So I'm going to have like accessories, trinkets, fun stuff like that on the low end, and then corsets and corset dresses and stuff like that are going to be on the high end. Because I don't want anybody to like be left out. So I've got a list of stuff I'm ordering. So it will mostly just be fashion. It's like corsets, dresses, menswear, stuff like that. Mostly fashion. There might be a few witchy things in the corner. If I end up managing to source witchy items, maybe, but no, I won't be doing any home decor. unfortunately. Candles would probably be the closest I get to it, and that's if I decide to get back into hand making them. Hi, Happy. How you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Dude, Hot Topic is so expensive now. It's wild. It's so pricey. It's so pricey. I think we're gonna do 20 levels and see if that. Nope, that will not. Okay. 50 levels. Almost. 40 levels. Yes, we will do 40 levels, and that will prestige 74 for me. Nice. Nice. All right, get rid of some blood points. We good to go. Properly recovered. Man, you killed it this morning. It was great. A lot of fun. I got to meet some cool people. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. I wish these would stop doing that. Every time I level up a character, it like re-notifies me of all that. And I'm like so annoyed. As always on Saturdays, we are sponsored by Gunnar. I am wearing the Dooms, Dumes, from the gunnar.com website. And if you're going to go over there and buy yourself a pair of blue light blocking glasses, this is the Amber Max tint, in case you're like, why are you wearing sunglasses? I'm actually not. They are the Amber Max tint lenses, and I really like them because they're like sensory friendly. But anyway, if you're going to go over there at gunnar.com, you're going to use code zombie to get a discount. So, and they sponsor us on Saturdays, and I appreciate them. You guys being here is the reason Gunnar does the sponsorship. So thank you guys for showing up, and shout out to Gunnar because they're the reason I can open this store. So that's he's the reason. All right, we're gonna play a Huntress. Why is my matchmaking locked? Did I DC? My matchmaking's locked. I didn't DC, did I? Was that last time? Did I Alt F4 out of something last time? I'm so confused. All right, well, we're gonna chit chat for 5 minutes because we are matchmaking locked. Did my game crash last stream? Maybe it did. Maybe it did. I don't remember. Yeah, my network went weird. Maybe it was that. They just saved my penalty until now. So strange. So strange. Wait a week and then decide to punish me for it. Well, 4 days. No, it was a week. It was Sunday, wasn't it? Because I canceled Tuesday and then Thursday was Pragmata. That is funny. I need to just lay out all of my Gunnar glasses on my little... Can you see it from here? There's like this little shelf, and like I mounted my monitors, so the shelf is empty, and I should just put all my glasses here. Honestly, that would be easier. That would be so much easier. But no, I'm excited. I'm very excited. My game plan is as soon as I get approved for the shop, depending on which space I get will depend on the rent. So I'll pay first month's rent and I'll pay a deposit because that's just how renting stuff goes. And then it will probably be a solid 3 to 4 weeks before I even manage to open, because ordering stuff and decorating the space, I don't want to tell you guys too much about what's going into this because I'll give away where I'm at. But it's going to be a very magical experience being in there. So it is probably going to take a solid like 3 to 4 weeks to properly decorate the space and order everything. So I'm very excited. But I will take some behind the scenes photos for the Discord so you guys can peek. So you can peek. Done painting the leather on these 3 out of 10. That's never any fun. I didn't mind painting leather, but like when everybody's got 1 to 2 hip pouches that are leather, oh my gosh. It's a lot. It is a lot. Yes, I do know how you are. I do. I want to say, you guys want to see a cute dog? Oh, you can only see his butt. Sorry. You see him here? Cute dog. He's cute. He's super cute. He's worn out because I took him to the dog park. And there was this much younger dog that acted like a puppy there, and she jumped all over him for like a solid 20 minutes. And then I let him swim in the creek for a second, and then we came home before it started raining. So he is tired. He's very tired. I also vacuumed out my car today. I've been very productive. Been so productive today. Really, really, really have. Be proud of me. This is belt, buckle, badge back, buckle straps for the yeah. There's so many little tiny details on a lot of those models, and you don't really think about it until you get into it, and you're like, this is going to take longer than I thought it would. This is going to take so much longer than I thought it would. Which it's fun. It's a fun hobby, but it's like at the same time. So much stuff. Kill switch. Messages. I already did all that. Okay. I thought they wanted me to take a survey, but it disappeared. I got really used to painting Tyranids, like the horde models. I painted them pretty fast, but I tried to throw like one or two details here and there to make like them a little standoutish. But unless it was bigger than a Termagant, it was not getting the most detail. I will say that I probably painted the little spore mounds way more in depth than I needed to, which was funny. But there's only like 5 of those. There's like 30 Termagants. So I put a lot of detail into the spore mounds, but I did not put as much detail into the Termagants because there were so many of them. I shared photos of those in the Discord in case you're like, what are you talking about? I'm not going to tell you what it actually looked like because we're doing a Gunnar stream and we're going to remain family friendly. An unnerving amount of detail. There was like goop and stuff. It was great. Those were fun to paint, actually. I don't even know that they're still, I don't even think they're still technically like a usable model, but I have them because I haven't played Warhammer in almost 10 years. Just have Tyranids from way back then. Way back then. I do. I don't know what color I'm going to paint my shop. You're allowed to paint the inside of your shop whatever color you want, and you're allowed to hang stuff on the walls and stuff. You just have to patch things when you move out. But I've got ideas, and Red will be around to help. That's actually where I'm going tonight. A mutual friend of ours, like the dude that introduced us, we're going to his like celebration. So it's important that I be there. Let's see. I have a funny feeling it's going to be a bit of a rager though, because he knows so many people. So yeah. All right, we can play a game. Nice. It's also why I'm dressed up. I haven't dressed up in a long time. I kind of want to know where my summer billowy skirt is. I've lost it. I was actually going to wear something with a lot more color, but I couldn't find what I was looking for. I've unpacked everything, but like, I feel like I lost a lot of stuff in the move out there to Colorado and the move back. I feel like I've lost a lot of stuff. I don't know. I lost a lot of my Warhammer models. I have all my Tyranids. Those are the ones that were important to me, but like, excuse me, a lot of like other really like random models are just gone. So I must have given them away and I just don't remember it because it's been 3 years or more. But I could have sworn they were around somewhere and I just haven't been able to find them. I don't know. Strange. All right, we going into this. They all have med packs. Red Bull's coming out with a new flavor this summer, and I'm kind of interested because it's like a lime. It's like a Japanese lime flavor. And I'd be really annoyed if it's like their best flavor ever and then they discontinue it because that's what they keep doing to me. They come out with a new shiny flavor and then it just vanishes after a few months, never to be seen again. And I'm like, I hate you guys. And then like maybe 2 years later they'll bring it back, but at that point I've moved on. At that point I've moved on and I'm like mad about it. Curse you, Red Bull. Curse you. I'm still mad about the peach nectarine. I ain't even gonna lie to you guys. I'm still upset about peach nectarine. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit because when I play marathon, it has to be really loud. Has to be turned up to hear everybody stomping around. Sure. Then I go stream and it's too loud. Also, Pragmata was kind of quiet too. That is not a person. Seeing things. Seeing things. Where is? Are they just sneaking around? They're probably upstairs dancing or something. No, they are not. It is gonna storm. I'm not drinking at this celebration, so I'm not too worried about that. Like if there's a local meadery that's really good and they might show up because they know them. So if like they offer me a glass of mead, I might have one, but like I'm not getting ripped tonight. I don't really like that. I won't really do that no more. The mead's very good though. We'll see. Ooh, basement's here. Aw, man, I didn't bring Lightborn. Dang it. Forgot. This is the suggested build. I keep forgetting to change it out because like honestly, Huntress doesn't matter. Like I play her so much. I play Huntress so much, it doesn't even matter what the perks are. I'm just gonna play it the way I play it. She tried. She tried. She tried to loop me. Loopy loop. Oh, goodness. I'm not even tired. I'm just here. Whee. All right, she's going to the basement for a save. Now I don't know who's who because they're dressed the same. Oh no, it's you again? Dang it! Dang it! I don't want you. I wanted the other one. Where's the other one? Did the other one just leave you to die? Oh my gosh, that's so rude. He's rude. Just leaving people. Whee. All right, well, you're going back, I guess. Sorry. You and the other Neil look exactly the same. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm so sorry. Just my bad. My bad. Hi. Do you also want to go to the basement? I feel like we could all go to the basement. Don't do it. Don't do it. Go away. Go away. Do not do it. Don't come back either. You best have left. Okay, she left. We're good. I'm gonna go kick Claudette's generator. Yee. Caitlin. Oh, no, that's Michonne. Dude, I can't see. All the survivors look the same. I don't know why I thought that was Caitlin. They have similar run. Like, they run similarly. Oh, I'm going to have to aim farther to the left. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's see if she goes for the... Is there a Caitlin on this map? No, it's Claudette, 2 Nias, and a Michonne. Okay. Just over here thinking Caitlin for some reason. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, that's the Nias done. I wanted to get the Nias done so I don't mistake them for each other again and then accidentally kill one of them, so. Oh my goodness. I was gonna laugh. I was gonna laugh if she was in there. I think she might be in the one next to it, but I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna look. It's fine. I actually have 2 of these. 2 pairs of the Dooms. One is prescription in the clear tent. It's called the Clear Pro. And then I have these that aren't prescription in the max tent. Oh man, she died? Okay, now everybody gotta die. Now they all gotta die. Why are we letting people die on hook? What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? So are we back over here? Yes. Yes, we are. Okay. I admire your dedication to trying to get a gen done. Unfortunately, somebody died. You let somebody down. Ooh. You let somebody die on hook, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Just letting people die. Oops. Oh, I thought she was in the corner. What are we? Hold on, let's see here. I almost hit. I almost hit her. She knew I was gonna. How did they get 3 gens done that fast? That's wild. Wild. I guess Michonne's just really good at generators. She go that way? Yeah, she went this way. Hi. Nice. I don't know that Michonne's gonna come get you. Unfortunately. Oh no, she left you. She left you immediately, which is kind of hysterical actually. She is just gone. Gone. No, I'm good. No thanks. Bye. Bye. Okay. Well then. I am sorry you died. I'm sorry the Michonne just left. That's kind of funny. Like, she had another hook state. All right. I'm going to turn on the Killer Redeem. and also my cameras. Boom. So I'm not lying when I do my raid intro. And then we're gonna go over here and we're gonna play a Huntress. Surprise, surprise. Been very much enjoying Huntress lately. Not even gonna lie. I'm not even sleepy. I'm not. I got enough sleep last night. I just yawn a lot. Just who I am as a person. Oh well. It's just gonna happen. I think I am also, when I open, I'm gonna make a note because I can't order one of everything in every size. So I have a list, or a document where the things I plan on ordering first round, I went through and I marked how many of each size of a thing I'm getting so that I can at a glance see that like I have a fairly even number of corsets in the range of sizes they're available in, like fairly even, like starting small. It's not a huge store, but like like for the most part, it's like 3 or more of each size. It's just not the same thing. So I might have ordered like a black lace corset in small, large, and 3X, and then ordered a couple of like red beaded corsets in like large, medium, and 4X. Stuff like that. So there's just variation in the sizes because I can't order 8, 9 of each one. Because that would be expensive as all get out. But I'm thinking about creating a catalog of what's available. So that if someone's like, I really like this, but you don't have my size, I can like quick look and see if it is available in the size they need and then special order it at some point. So we shall see. That's a future problem though. That's a future problem. The initial goals are get the shop, pay for the shop, get the shop set up. And then all the little extra things I can do when I have free time. Hello. Good to see you. But yeah. I got a haircut yesterday. It's why my hair is slightly shorter. It's also curled. But I did cut like probably 1.5 inches off of it because it was looking kind of crispy. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It was looking a little crispy. So I went and saw my girl before my little interview about the shop. I wanted to look decent. She did cut the bangs kind of blunt, so I'm probably gonna get like my shears out and thin those out a little bit. But the rest of the cut looks really good. Hi, what are you doing? I think she just wants to be chased at Shack. Oh, she does not want to be chased at Shack, weirdly enough. All right, let's see if she throws this. Oh, shoot. How did I mess that up? Got you. To the face. To the face. Got her. Got her. Boom. I don't think she expected that. I got better. I'm also going to have some shop rules posted on the wall outside. And one of them is that if you act a fool, I'm going to curse you in your bloodline and then ask you politely to leave. And then not so politely to leave. Because I very much plan on not conforming to gender norms in my shop. And if someone wants to be a dick, I'm going to be a better one. I'm going to be better at it. Also, I think I'm also going to get my stickers that I designed a long time ago that were popular reprinted and have a second run of those just so everybody likes stickers, you know? Everybody loves stickers. I'm just machine gun throwing them. There we go. Just machine gun chucking these, and none of them are hitting. For you. I don't. Got him. All right. So, little knickknacks. It's gonna be like a small table of knickknacks. Ma'am, that is so rude. Why are you so rude? There we go. I see you. You think I don't see you, but I see you. I do, in fact, see you. And your scratch marks. I do, in fact, see you and your scratch marks. All right, where's he at? He crawled into a corner. Thank you, sir. I hear her. I just don't know where she went. Oh, there she is. Oh, it's not Fung, it's Nia. I always forget that the pink bunny mummy thing is Nia. Cool. Thank you for the free hook and the free hit. Appreciates it. Appreciates the freebie. I do. All right, cool. Ain't going too bad. 3 hooks, 5 gens, or 3 gens is not like the worst. Called it. Did you see that? Did you see that? I saw that. Oh, I bet that scared the crap out of her. I bet that scared the crap out of her. That was a nice hit. Nope. I don't want any. No, thank you. You and your flashlights. You and your flashlights. Come here. Come here with your flashlight. Okay, well that works out too, I guess. That works out as well. I'm good. We're doing good. Where'd you go? Does somebody else have a flashlight? I don't trust y'all. I don't trust none of y'all. None of y'all are trusted. Y'all really should go get that Michaela though. Like, yeah. I know you're trying to get gens done, but like that Michaela is dying. She's not doing great. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, Michaela dead. Who are you? Carlos. Sir. Sir, what are you doing? Yeah, she ain't playing around this time. She's just out of here. She's just out of here. Hook 1,050 survivors. Done and done. I play this game too much. I do. Entirely too much. Is that Laura? I need Laura. No, not you. That's got to be her over there because no one's healed her. Right? Yes, this is Laura. There we go. Problem solved. Got her. I swear. I was going to say, if I take another flashlight to the face, I'm going to be so upset. Why are we doing boon totems? Why are we making boon totems? No more boon totems. Oh, it was Carlos. No, they're just healing Carlos. So he found the others. He has found the others. And they are healing him. I should probably get a Hietchit. Boom. They got one gen and everybody except for her is on death hook. So they're not doing too bad. Like if they can get this, and they're resetting. So they got smart about it. They got smart about it. Oh, if that had hit, man, I would have been so excited. That would have been 2 good hits, 1 match. So excited about it. Oh my gosh, I missed it. It hit the guardrail instead. Hi, how you doing? I like your username. Aw, man. I didn't know where he was. That's funny. There we go. Problem solved. What are you doing? You and your flashlight. Get out of here. Get out of here. She tried, though. She did, in fact, try very hard. Aw, man. I realized that hook was savoed. He might actually wiggle off. Nope. He got close, though. He got real close to wiggling off that hook. They did not 3-gen, so they're not making this easy. Tried so hard. She did. Hi, Laura. How you doing? You did that last time, and I hit you then, too. Maybe don't do that. She tried, though. She tried her best. I will say Jadelin's rendition of Pink Gator Club this morning was excellent. Absolutely excellent. No notes. No critiques. The best. It is, however, stuck in my head. And probably will be for a solid week. There is a boss in the game that Happy was playing that is a gator of some sort. I'm not gonna have the crocodile gator argument, but whatever. And he was wearing a pink cowboy hat, and I made a chaperone joke. And now the song's stuck in my head. Leatherhead? Is that seriously his name? He's a gator. What a weird name. You know, I actually don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't. You and your flashlights, man. You and your cutie patootie flashlights. I do not know why that hook is still that's actually kind of sad. Did they name him Leatherhead because they're gonna turn him into gator leather? Or did they name him Leatherhead because he's part of the leather community? Because that's probably more than I need to know about him. I have an inbox notification and no message. Of course not. Of course not. Burp. Cajun dude from the bayou before he got oozed. I mean, to each his own. Whatever makes you happy, I guess. Whatever makes you happy. We should actually, hold on, let me go back to Huntress real quick and spend some blood points. Spend some blood points. Boom. Ba-doom. I know very little about the turtles, even though I was a big fan of them when I was a kid because the movies were fun. Did I ready up as Huntress on accident, or did I ready up as Nimmy? I hope I readied up as Nimmy. Okay, I did. Cool, 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 cool. Cool. Boom. I don't want to know his background. I think it's funny that he was Cajun from the Bayou and now he's an alligator, though. Was he oozed in the Bayou? Or was he out there fishing or whatever and became a gator? Or did he like leave and then just got oozed and turned into an alligator? I feel like making a gator Cajun is I don't know that it's, I don't know. Seems funny. He became a gator dude. Ah. Oh, yeah, that is how that works. I'm thinking Spider-Man, where that scientist became a alligator. But yeah, in TMNT, they start out as animals, get oozed, and become dudish. I had my crime fighters backwards, unfortunately. Kurt Connor, yes, that guy. Got it backwards. That's okay. There's a lot of crime fighters out there. I can't keep track of all of them. I cannot keep track of all of them, but that's okay. I grew up with the live action 90s Turtles movie. That one was a lot of fun as a kid. And then I grew up with the animated Spider-Man and Batman shows of the 90s. So it all kind of blends together. Hello. Hot goth girl. Come here. I have corsets to sell you. Seems like it might be your vibe. Before any of you ask, I'm not opening a goth fashion store so that all the hot goth girls come and visit me and I get to appreciate them. That was not the goal. It's just what is likely going to happen. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. It's just a funny side effect of carrying goth fashion. Oh. Not why I did it. It's just what's gonna happen. I love that for you. It's gonna be good. Okay. I feel like more gens should be started, but they aren't. Oh, it's Sable again. Ooh, Vittorio, come here. Come here. No, that's Dustin. Where'd Vittorio go? I stopped by Red's workplace. And there is a gentleman there that's getting some work done that she keeps telling me about, like the stuff he's getting done. And he was there when I stopped by after my meeting yesterday because I wanted to like fill her in on everything, and it was like on the way home. She's like, yeah, that one guy I've been talking about, he's in there getting work done right now. And I like tried to lean around the corner to see what he looked like because I was very curious. But the way he was laid up, I could only see his shoes. He's getting some cool work done. I was very interested. Also, his tattoo artist is just very talented, so. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody's disappeared. Oop, I see birds. Birds. Oh, nope. It might just be ink. So we're not healing anybody? Why are we not healing people? I don't understand. No healing. Just gens. This team. This team is they're struggling a little bit. We're struggling a little bit over here. I'm glad I got gas today. I was filling up my tank and I was like, I wasn't even trying to plan ahead for tonight, but I'm glad I don't have to stop on the way out there to fill up the tank. Because I really don't want to be perceived in this outfit at a gas station. I was vacuuming my car out, right? I went through the car wash today, and the only reason it didn't even really need the car wash, I just needed the vacuum. Because dog hair, like if I don't stay on top of it, it gets embedded. Um, and I had my headphones on, they were cranked up because the guy next to me was blaring his music just out of his car radio. And I swear, I almost climbed in his car to turn his radio down. Like I contemplated it a handful of times and I was just like, I don't have the energy to deal with people today. Um, but this like I was cleaning up my car and this woman taps me on the shoulder and like it wasn't my headphones weren't turned up so loud that I couldn't hear her because I did hear her say excuse me, but like she touched me at the same time. And so like I kind of like startled a little bit and like turned around to look at her and I was like, "What?" She's like, "Do you have any spare change?" And I was like, "No, I don't carry cash." And then she like wandered off to ask the next person. But girl, what are you doing? Why are you touching people? Why are we touching strangers? Why? And, like, I don't know if she thought I wouldn't hear her, and that's why she tapped me on the shoulder because I was wearing the headphones or what, but, like, we don't touch strangers. Don't touch people you don't know. That's weird. That's really weird. Um, like, I would have turned around eventually if it was that important to talk to me, right? Like, I would have eventually turned around and saw her, but, like, I heard her say, "Excuse me." Um, and she still felt the need to tap me on the shoulder, and then she went and did it to the next guy. I was like, "You are brave." Brave to be touching people, like, just randomly. Get out of here. Get out of here. Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. We'll go over here. Then you guys can look at each other from across the gap. Burp. There we go. I can't even like start acquiring stuff for the shop until I know the square footage of the one I'm gonna get. Um, because getting the retail tables and storage and stuff for it is going to require that I know how much space I have. Um, I can't even really start doing anything until the lease is signed. Oh, he's dead. I don't need him. Is there somebody else? I like how he ran off and they didn't heal each other. I don't think any of them are healing anybody. Okay, so they're somewhere. There's Sable. Oh, she's dead if I chase her though. All right, and then that's Dustin. That's Sable. They got down to 1 gen. They're doing pretty good. Let me make sure they're not on this one, and then I'll go in the building. Yeah, they just blowing up gens. That's funny. Just blowing stuff up. Oh, they weren't blowing up a gen. They were vaulting something, I guess. Oh, nope. They did go this way, though. There they are. Is that Vittorio? No, I think that's Dustin. That's Dustin. I don't want Dustin. Yeah, I'll take a Meg. Meg is fine. Meg's fine. I'm cool with Meg. One. 2. Let's see if she makes it to the gate. Hi, Rebel. Did you open your glasses? Rebel won a pair of Gunnar glasses. They were just unfortunately out of stock until recently. Ma'am. Ma'am. Also, how are you doing? Good to see you. All right. Do I stand here and stare at her, or do I go to the gate? I'm going to go to the gate. Let's see if they come and get her. Everybody's on death hook except for Vittorio. They do not come get her. No. Oh. Vittorio did, though. Okay. I thought for certain. Hey, cool. Hell yeah, dude. I'll be at work during the day, so I might not catch you, but I'll come check out the VOD. Oh, Sable just left. Meg, they just left your ass. Damn, that's rude. That's rude. They just left him. He was all altruistic by like getting her off the hook, and then they just left him. So mean. If I didn't have Starstruck, he would have gotten out. For sure. He would have gotten out. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Well, feel free to share pictures. 30 stream streak. Holy crap. We'll do a Wesker as a follow-up. Wesker as a follow-up. All right, cool. Down to work. Oh my gosh. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. It's not even going to be a bad day. I just don't want to be there. With this whole change on the horizon, I really don't want to be at work. Hello, Culk. How are you doing? I know, that's what I was saying, dude. Like, I've thought for sure she would have hung around and like gotten you off that hook because you weren't dead yet, but she went straight out the gate. Like, I was planning on her grabbing you and y'all making it out, and then she was just gone. I was like, what? Crazy. Do you want to see a cute dog? Will that make up for it? Hold on. Cute dog to make up for the death. I'm so sorry. Hey, Bolter. Oh, he's ignoring me, but there he is. Unfortunately, yeah, he's over there napping. I took him to the dog park and stuff, so he's tired. He's really, really tired. I appreciate your efforts. I'm sorry. I really did not expect them to like for her to leave you. Oh, so I get for playing solo. Man, it's so funny. I've been playing a lot of Marathon lately, and if I'm not playing with others, like sometimes I'll do like a crew fill, and some of them randos kill me, man. The stuff they get up to. This is such a dark map. Solo queue in any game is kind of for the birds, honestly. Like, it can be rough. Dusty Buns sold me. But now, hopefully you survive all the other matches tonight. All of them. All right, let's see if we can find somebody in here. Over here? Okay, they keep walking away. And I'm not... They keep walking away. I'm gonna kick the gen so it regresses. And then we're gonna go look behind this bush, because I feel like... The crouching away. Oh, you're a killer main? Same. Yeah, solo queue survivor is rough when you're a killer main. For sure. But good luck on all your matches. You got this. There you are, you little cute goth girl. Come here. Come here. Choke slam. Nice. All right, where's a hook? There's a hook. We'll go over here, baby girl. Baby girl. You going right there. Have fun. Here, friend. Whoop, I see you. Is it a door? Who is that? It's okay. She said very likely. Very likely, yes. Oh. Anyway. Vamp. I think that's Arena. I didn't get a look at her profile image. Ma'am, I can see you. I don't know if Talita is a fan of it, but nice. Calm spirit. Love it. Gotta love that. Gotta love it. Boom. I keep kicking this generator and they keep working on it. And eventually it's going to block me from doing that. No, they're not in there. Okay. You can hear survivors in lockers if they're wounded. BT dubs. BT dubs. They're going to be back on this gen. Ma'am, I know you're there. Stop it. I know where you are. I know what you're doing. Wait. Well, that's the end of her fog vial anyway. I don't think the other one got very far. Honestly. I was watching a newer streamer this morning. And I have nothing but compliments for her. But she was so very kind. But she, as being new to stream, like some of her stuff was like, either a little outdated or very, very beginner tech. And it was so endearing. I don't know, man. It was so endearing. It made me miss 5 years ago Zombie, like straight up. Like I was just like, this is so, I love this. I love this so much. Like it wasn't even a bad stream or anything. Like I very much loved her stream. I dropped her a follow. I will be back. But I was just like, oh, it's nostalgic. I was nostalgic. That's what it was. Yeah, exactly. I was like so confused where this person was. It was sometimes like you might have all the fancy tech, but like you'll look at it and you'll be like, I miss when it was simpler. Like I miss streaming 5 years ago when life was simpler and like Mix It Up didn't exist. And I don't know. Shit was simpler. Oh wait, are you dead? You're dead. Oh no, you're not dead. We're good. Okay. Is basement here? No. Basement's not here. Even I look at my setup like I don't know. I'm just nostalgic for Twitch 5 years ago. There were a lot more people on the platform 5 years ago. Really and truly. Because people hadn't really returned to normal yet. So there's still a lot of like people at home watching Twitch and stuff. And I don't know, Twitch feels a little emptier now. Everybody had to go back to the real world. Not everybody, but a lot of people had to go back to the real world. And then, shit got so expensive. we're all working like 2-3 jobs nowadays. I'll be working 3 when the shop opens because I'll be doing the stream stuff, like not technically a job, but it it makes a little bit of money, so technically a job. And then I'll be working at the grocery store, and then I'll be running the shop. So, which the shop hours, it'll be a part-time grocery store and technically part-time shop because the mall's only open like limited hours. But it'll probably still be the same number of hours a week that I'm working, but it will technically be 3 jobs until I quit the grocery store, which is the goal. The goal is to eventually quit. Okay, I don't want you. You are dead. So I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. Is what I'm going to do. We'll let her do her thing. I don't know. The only person that's not been hooked twice is Zarina. And she's not out here either. There was somebody over there, though. Is that also Sable? Yeah, that's Sable. Yeah, that's Sable. Slam! Welcome to the Ram. I don't know why they ever made a sequel to Space Jam. That was so unnecessary. So unnecessary. Holy shit. We did not need that. Which one are you? Oh, you're Zarina. Come here. Come here. I need to hook you again. I need to grab you. I need to grab you again. Are you doing it again? Okay. You're not going to be able to do it a third time, unfortunately. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that a third time. You can try, though. There we go. Oh, goodness. I don't know. Maybe this shop makes $1 bazillion and I could just retire early and stream full time. That's the real dream. Helping hot goth girls like buy corsets is like a good dream to have, but the ultimate is just streaming. Living in my house, drinking coffee, editing videos. I need to schedule a bunch of YouTube clips. I've got a bunch edited. I just need to schedule them because I'm bad about that. Just spend like an hour one night setting up a bunch to auto post. That would be smart. They're all on my desktop too. Okay. Everybody's been hooked twice. So if they don't get out the door with a quickness, I'm gonna start murdering them. I'm gonna start murdering. Murdering. Why y'all like this? Just leave. Just leave. You will die. What are you doing? What was the point of that? What was the point of that? I don't understand. I don't understand the point of that. Okay. Okay. Let's see if Talita shows up and saves you guys with her fog vial. Nope. See, this is why we leave. This is why we go home. This is why we go home. We go home. All right, let's go see if I can find Zarina because I don't even know if I can at this point. I think it was back here because that's the hook Sable died on. Serena, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Everybody just kept showing up. There it is. There we go. Just smacking the sunglasses off my face. Rude. So rude. Rude. And then I just have more sunglasses in my pocket. Like a normal dude. Normal. He must be sponsored by Gunnar. So many glasses. I just keep sending them to him. Burp. What are your plans for the week? Anything fun? I have to work. But hopefully I hear from them all. Let's go back up to Huntress and spend some blood points. Some bloody points. Maybe that many? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, many bloody points. Cool. Yeah, that'll work. Whoops. Oh, there's the... Okay, there's that. Weird. Oh, I was gonna... Oh, shoot. I was gonna change my build again. I was gonna change my build. Preset 3. Preset 2. Preset 1. 1. There it is. That is 4 bills. There are 4 bills in this lobby. All dressed the same. Every single one. Exactly the same. Because of course there is. Of course there is. Why would there not be 4 bills? I don't trust bills. One of my nails is shorter than the other. Because I wasn't paying attention when I did it, I guess. The other ones are all the same length. Because I did measure those. But my thumbs are... One is slightly longer than the other. I should pay more attention when I do my nails. Oh, goodness. I saw a really motivational TikTok yesterday. I sent it to Red. And it was like, used to. You could give up your dreams in exchange for working really hard and then like retiring early and like being able to like live comfortably. Nowadays, you can work really hard and not do that. So you might as well just do what you want. Do whatever you want within your means. Like, just who cares? Live it, dream it, do it, whatever. It doesn't matter. And as sad as that sounds, it was actually very motivational. I was like, okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm just gonna do what I want. Not that I wasn't already, but I'm just gonna do what I want. Yeah. Cause like that was the thing, is like I was so ready to like be a manager at the grocery store, and I was gonna apply for it and do all that and work really hard for them, right? And then they told me I wasn't qualified for that position, and I went, oh, cool. I don't gotta be here. So I'm just gonna be here less and then not be here at all. So thank you to my managers for motivating me to get out of there. Thanks. Appreciate ya. Y'all are gonna be screwed in a few months though. So my department, they have lost. So they fired the bad one. He should have been fired day 2 because he did all sorts of like horrendous stuff, but they finally fired him. They knew for like a solid 3 weeks that he was gonna get fired. They knew that he was getting canned. And they did not hire anyone to replace him. One of their main people decided to throw a temper tantrum and put in his 2 weeks. So they had 2 weeks notice on him that he was quitting. And then they had 2 weeks notice on him that he was quitting. He did try to backtrack when his 2 weeks ends Sunday, and like 2 days ago he was like, well, I didn't want to like completely quit. I want to go part-time and like work a couple days a week, but I have another job, but I don't want to quit. Even though he told them he did want to quit. So they lost him. So bad coworker, good coworker quitting. They then, because of the bad coworker getting on Facebook and threatening the team for firing him, they lost another person because she doesn't feel safe. So she put her 2 weeks in. She is leaving. which I understand. So we are down 3 people from circumstances that we had warning about. Well, no. We lost a 4th person because she got promoted to a different department. So we have lost 4 people. 3 of them we knew about. 3 of them they did not hire replacements for. So this little kitchen is struggling, right? And they're looking around like, can you stay late? Can you work some overtime? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, no, I cannot. My 3rd key, my last shift Thursday, it was like a half hour before my shift ended. She was like, can you stay an extra half hour and then she listed like 10 things. And first off, I was like, there's no way that 30 minutes means I get any of that done. Like one of the tasks was cut like 50 pounds of potatoes. And I was like, you got to be so for real. Like you cannot be serious that you think 50 pounds of potatoes is cut in half an hour. Like there's no way. Let alone all the other things you're adding to this. Real talk. But she was like, yeah, if you could stay late. I was like, I can't. I have my other job. And then I left. And then as I was leaving, my department head was like, hey, if somebody calls out again, can you work tomorrow? And I said, absolutely not. I have an appointment. I have a couple of appointments actually. And he was like, okay. So no, like y'all did this to yourself. You should have hired more people. And that's not my problem anymore. 2 weeks ago, before you told me I wasn't versatile enough to be a manager, despite being with the company for 2 years and having trained in every position, I might have considered it, but not anymore. Not anymore. Unfortunately, not anymore. They did hire one gal, and she told them that she had worked for the company in the past, as like a department leader. In the department that I'm in. She's like, yeah, I used to work for this company doing this position. So I am familiar with your company and I will be a great fit. So they hired her. And then it turns out it's been 15 to 21 years since she worked for this company. And I know that because when she talks about things they used to do, because they're training her and she keeps going, well, that's not how we used to do it. And then it'll be something that has been like against health code for like 15 to 20 years, real talk. And I'm like, oh, she lied to y'all. And it's really funny. The first day on the job, she came in, she was being trained, and like they told me about her. They're like, yeah, like she's got tons of kitchen experience and she used to like run this department, blah blah blah. And I was like, cool, an experienced team member has joined our team, this will be awesome. That woman's never been in a kitchen before a day in her life. Like I don't even think like I said this last stream, her house don't have a kitchen. Like there's not a kitchen in her house. There's not. Doesn't exist. Not at all. Woman's never seen a stove before. Like she has tons of kitchen. No, she don't. No, she does not. She really, truly does not have kitchen experience. She was standing in front of the oven, and I've never seen a person look more lost in front of an oven. Ever. I was like, you know what? Cool. I wish you luck. Go with God. What's gonna happen? Hi, Duncan. So the last time this was in Colorado. The last time this company hired somebody that was not qualified for the job in the department I'm in, he got so badly hurt his 3rd day that he had to go to the ER. Yeah, because he should never have been in a kitchen. And they put him in a kitchen with slicers. They put him in a deli with slicers. 3rd day on the job, hurt himself so bad he went to the ER. That is what I suspect is going to happen with this new gal. And it's not going to be her fault. It's not. It's going to be whoever hired her who didn't do their research into her experience. That's not on her. That's on the company for doing that. For doing that. For doing that. So, like, I had to show her how to slice meat. What do you mean you used to run the deli? What do you mean you used to run the deli and you don't know how slicers work? I'm so confused. How does that work? This was fun. I hooked all of them once, and honestly, that's kind of impressive on my part for not getting them mixed up. So I'm not even mad about that. Congrats on the story. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So we're just waiting on a space to be available. She's gonna email me as soon as she can. As soon as she can. As soon as she has space. As soon as I have a spot and agree to the lease and sign the lease and get the keys, that is when I will start placing orders for products. And then I will also start decorating it. I feel like it's going to take a solid month after getting the keys to actually open. So I'm not like quitting my job anytime soon. Or even telling them that I want to go part-time until like keys are in hand, stock is ordered, that kind of stuff. But I'm excited. It's going to be cool. So I just really hope that my department doesn't crash and burn where I'm currently working, because they are not planning for the future. I mean, they don't know that I'm going to go part-time, but the ones that they did know were leaving or changing or getting promoted, they did not plan for either. So I can't imagine they'll plan for me. They lost the one person that kept that kitchen running. Because she got promoted. The assistant manager got promoted to a different department as the department head. And she was the one that was secretly running that kitchen. The department head in our department, he spends most of his time in pizza. Or trying to help. He doesn't actually do any of the tasks required of management. So now the third key and the inventory manager are trying to pick up the slack that the assistant manager left. And I'm just like, y'all, I'm not going to be around for this. I'm just going to, y'all are like a science experiment. I'm just observing. Just a little social experiment going on in here. And I'm just here to watch. Anyway. Mm-hmm. Boom, boom. Guys, do not forget that Saturday streams are sponsored by Gunnar. And if you want to hop on over to their website, gunnar.com, and use code zombie, you'll get a discount. But you'll also see me live over there, which is kind of cool. I'm live on all their socials right now. All of them. Oh, geez. Jeez. Tomorrow better be a good day. I mean, I'm already in a good mood because of everything. Like, I'm already in a fantastic mood because of everything. But it better be a good day at work. Better be a good day. I do get to work with the good team tomorrow. What's left of it anyway. The third key keeps telling me about her dating life, and I'm like, baby girl, if you don't stop. Because my problem is I am old and jaded and tired of dealing with people. GG's, Arian, welcome in. How are you? Ari, it's good to see you. Thank you for the fun match. The bills were hilarious. But the third key in my department, like she's so cute. She keeps coming up to me to tell me about like her latest adventures in dating, and I'm old, jaded, and like mad about everything. So I don't give good advice because she's making bad decisions, and I'm like, hey, how about we don't do that? And then she does stuff anyway. And I'm like, girl, Girl, I'm too old for this. I'm too old to be listening to some 20-something-year-old dating. I'm too old to be listening to this nonsense. Too old. She'll be like, "Yeah, I met this new guy and like he spent all weekend like treating me like his girlfriend and then like, Monday rolled around and he ghosted me and I haven't heard from him since, but like we had such a good weekend together. What happened?" And I'm like, "Girl, I swear to God." I swear to God, you don't want me to answer that. You don't do not ask me questions you don't actually want the answer to because I'm gonna be mean about it and then I'm gonna get in trouble. Um yeah, I met this guy and like, within like 2 days we were talking about like how many kids we wanted and how I was gonna move to Mobile to like, live with him eventually and we were gonna buy a house and like he was like looking at 3 bedrooms because we want to have 2 kids. But he ghosted me on like Tuesday. Ma'am, ma'am, there are words for this. Stop. Stop telling me about it. I don't want to know. Ladies. Oh, GG's. The bills were great. You guys were fun. Thanks for being chill. I have a funny feeling that like dating right now is really rough. If you are in your early to mid 20s, I can only imagine. It's not great out there. Oop, that's a hook. That's a hook. I was wondering where it went. What's funny is the guy that spent all weekend with her, like treating her like a girlfriend and like rubbing her feet and stuff, also fixed a bunch of stuff around her house. And whatnot. Like he was being very helpful for the weekend, and then he kind of just ghosted her. And I was like, look, I think you got the better end of the deal there, honestly. He mowed your yard and fixed your fence and like did some stuff for your dogs and like hung shelves for you and you had a fun weekend and then he left you alone. I don't see why we're complaining. Like I get where she's coming from. I'm just tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But I was also like, girl, you can't fix your fence and mow your yard by yourself. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? She's like, I didn't know how to hang the shelves. I was like, what? How many lesbians do you know? They would have hung the shelves for you. They would have hung them. They would have come over and helped you out. What you mean you don't know how to hang shelves? Uh-oh. Is everybody dead? Oh, I got to talking. T20. Guys, don't forget that we're doing the Gunnar segment until about 8 p.m. my time, so 20 minutes. Shortly after that ends, I will also be ending stream. I usually stream for like 1 to 2 hours past the Gunnar segment, but tonight we're gonna end a little early because I'm going to a celebration for a friend. So I do have to dip. It's why I'm wearing what I'm wearing. Is why I'm dressed up. He's why. Anytime someone comes to me for advice, I just tell them I don't know. That's become my response. Nobody actually wants advice. They don't want to hear about my lived experience. So I don't know. I don't know. It could be anything. Literally anything. I don't know. I'm not sure what you should do. I don't know. No idea. That sucks though. That sucks. Where did Michaela go? Where'd Michaela? Oh, well, that just popped back into being. There's Michaela. Nice timing. Where is she? Whoops, shoot. That's not what I wanted. Is she not? Oh, Claudette's not on second, so I can't actually murderize Michaela, unfortunately. All right, that makes sense. I was like, why I can't Mori. I cannot Mori, and I am sad about it. Why no Mori? Why no Mori? Boom. Anyway, be careful out there is all I'm gonna say. I think she cut this piece a little. I don't think that piece should have been cut. I think she accidentally cut a little too far over when she was trimming my bangs. That's okay. They'll grow. I'm not that worried about it. It's just hair. I shaved my head once because I just didn't care anymore. I got so overwhelmed with my hair. I was just like, I'm done with this, and I shaved it all off. It was fun. It was very freeing not to have to worry about doing my hair every day. I don't know that I want to shave my head ever again, but I do recommend that once in your life you try shaving your head and seeing what it's like. Kind of want to see if I can get any trick shots with her real fast. I also need to just spend like a handful of blood points. Did my game crash? Am I still alive? Yeah, Dead by Daylight crashed. No, thank you. I mean, if you've had short hair, then you know. You're good. But if you've always had long hair, and it's not like a cultural thing or religious thing, it's very freeing to have very short hair. I had never in my life had short hair. My hair had always been like collarbone length between my collarbone or my ass. Like my hair had always been super long. If that's where you're at, you should try short hair. There are wigs. They make wigs. That was kind of my thing. It's like if I miss my hair, I'll just get a wig. I look like my older brother. You all look alike though, to be so for real. All of you look exactly the same. Yeah, my game just crashed. Who knows? Hig. Nice. Balls. Oh, that's funny. Why is this? There we go. Keeps. There we go. I couldn't get rid of the notifications. It was being strange. Oh, clear all notifications, please. Please stop trying to show me stuff I don't want to know. Don't want to near. I got some cute new cosmetics though. No, I don't want to quit. I want to play a hag match. Stop. Where is Hag? I don't know where she's at. Oh man, okay, hold on. I gotta go back to Huntress and spend some blood points. I mean, okay. Brothers are so weird. I do not look like my brother. My brother looks like my mom. I do not look like my mom. But better looking, especially when he's 12 years missing here. My mom had 2 kids 5 years apart, and I think that was probably fine. My dad had 6 kids. The youngest is barely an adult. Like his frontal lobe has barely developed. And the oldest is probably in her 60s, and I can't imagine having kids that are in different generations from each other. That is wild. Absolutely wild. It just I don't know. That's a big gap, 12 years. Is there anybody in between you two? So I had a friend in high school. They had her family, they had 2 kids a year apart. Um, and then they waited 10 years and had 2 more kids that were like a year or 2 apart from each other. And all that ever happened was the older kids babysitted the younger kids. Like it was so strange. Like I'd go over there and like we're 17, 18, 19 or whatever and her kid sister is barely 9. I was just like that is such a big gap. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to relate to somebody that's like a decade older than you. Growing up anyway. Once you're adults, it doesn't matter. I might have been the only planned one. I believe both of my mom's kids, me and my brother, were surprises. But I was not unwanted. Mom had been trying to have kids for like a decade. Um, and then my brother was unplanned, and I don't know that my mom had strong opinions about it one way or the other. I think she wanted to be done after she had me because I almost killed her. But she was excited to have another kid. Um, once he was born, she was cool with it. I was a problem child though, so like I understand her not really being sure if she wanted another one. I was a bit of a problem. And the only reason I say it's hard to relate to somebody as a kid that's 10 years older than you is that like I was like 8 maybe, and one of my older sisters, I forget how short this girl is. One of my older sisters was like 21 or some weird big age, right? Like she was married with a kid. Well, she was married and about to be divorced with a kid. So for someone to have like 12-ish years on me, there was very little chance of us ever having anything in common. So I don't really know her all that well, unfortunately. But that's okay. I don't really it's fine. Me and my younger brother got along though for the most part. I mean, we had some like wicked brawls sometimes. Just because we'd annoy each other, but like we got along for the most part. And I think he's grown up to be a fairly interesting human being. He's done a lot of traveling, which like good for him. Got you. Got you. Now, to be fair, not being able to relate to my sister might be less about the age gap and more about the fact that, like, I just don't relate to people in general very well. That's also a possibility. Mm-hmm. I feel like they should be over here, but they're not. All right, well, I got 4 traps left, so let's see what we can do here. Got along with my older. It's how I memorize his RPG books, play with old beige plastic. See, he seems cool. My sister was not cool. My sister was a mess and a half. Real talk. And like she'll probably admit that if you ask her about it. Like she was a mess. Um I think by the time she was like 24 or 5, um she was thrice divorced with 3 baby daddies. And like, do your thing. Whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy. If you want lots of kids, that's cool. Whatever. But she was 4 times divorced with 3 baby daddies by the time she was like 24 or 25. One of those I call a divorce. She calls an annulment. Because they got married, after knowing each other, for a brief amount of time. And everything she knew about him was not true. Don't marry somebody you've known for 2 weeks is all I'm gonna get at. That's my life advice for today. Yeah. My sister didn't have any my siblings didn't have any cool hobbies. I was the only one with cool hobbies. But that was mostly because mom forced me to have hobbies. She got kind of annoyed when I got into video games, though. And she kind of thought I was wasting my time. But yeah. I mean, she's the one that got us into video gaming, funny enough, so she really only has herself to blame. Like, Christmas one year, we got an N64, and that was, like, our first gaming system. I'm older than the N64, but, she didn't get us, like, a Nintendo system before that. My cousins had an NES, I believe. And so when we were over there, I got to like play Mario, but we didn't own a system until the N64. Anyway, she got us into gaming. She played a lot of Mario. She played a lot of Marathon. Like, she did gaming. She also gamed. But when I got like more into it and started like actually like running through stuff like Devil May Cry and God of War and Turok and what were some other ones that were big deals back then? There was Final Fantasy, that's it. And when I started getting into the Final Fantasy game, she was like, I think you're spending too much time doing this. And I was like, I have nothing else to do. I'm a child. So what do you want me to do? I already read 2 books a week. Like, I think I'm okay. And then Diablo 2. We played a lot of Diablo 2. But yeah, she didn't love my hobbies. I did learn how to play guitar when I was 13 or 14. Did that for a while. She made me take ballet for like a decade and some change, and I despised every single second of that. But technically I can dance on point. Like, I learned how. I spent a couple years doing that. Was not great at it, but could do it. Guitar was more fun. And then once I got out of the house, I was like, I just did what I wanted. I was annoying someone following around. Everyone asked questions, so he humored me. At least he was nice and did. I don't know that I was that nice of a sibling. Real talk. And he decided I was actually cool, kidnapped me to hang out at the... You had a goth cafe? Oh, that's so unfair. We had... Okay, so my hometown had a... they had a high school club that you could go hang out at. But the only kids that hung out there were the problem kids, and the club was owned by Christians. So it was actually like a church club. It was very weird. It didn't go the way they wanted it to. So they started it as a hangout for kids so that they could like bring them to Jesus, right? And then only the problem kids would go hang out there because like my mom was like, you're not going to a club at 14 years old, right? Like, and like they would play music and stuff, but because it was only the problem kids, and I'm saying that very loosely, they were getting in trouble by doing things they shouldn't have been doing in a Christian hangout. So it did not last long. It did get shut down fairly quickly. And that was the only thing we ever had in our hometown. It lasted maybe 4 months. Um, yeah, yeah. It was, it was definitely a thing that existed. Dope as hell. Took me in once I was of age and kept around to play competitive Counter-Strike. The only place we really had to hang out in my town were the coffee shops. We didn't even have that many. We had like 2 locally owned coffee shops. And so they would have like open mic night and stuff. So like I didn't sing or recite poetry or anything, but I would go and like sit. So that's really all my town had to do. There wasn't a lot going on there. Wasn't a whole lot going on there. It's kind of boring. You lived in a bigger city than I did, though. I lived in a very tiny city growing up. Moved out of there as fast as I could. For sure, for sure. The fastest that I could. There's a little cafe in this mall that I'm trying to open my shop in, that's like fantasy themed. And they do like D&D nights and stuff, and it's kind of cool. It's super cute. But I need them to like expand and do more stuff. They also shortened their hours recently, and I'm not really sure why, because every time I go there, they're busy as all get out. So I'm not super positive. Not super positive why they're shrinking their hours. Yeah, he made it out. Good for him. Good job. Are you all gone? No. You're not all gone. 30-minute drive into downtown. It's cramped music window, so I was exposed to ton. I was not exposed to cool music. There was the only reason I listened to some of the cooler bands that I listened to in high school was because I had a friend whose dad was a very like left-leaning artist type, and he knew all the cool bands, so he would let his son share that music with us. So that's the only reason. So before high school, I didn't listen to anybody cool at all. Nobody at all. Unfortunately. But anyway. I was a very uncool kid. Let's be so for real. So for real. I was so uncool. I got asked to leave a house party once in high school because I wasn't specifically invited. So that's how popular I was. Kept trying to hook you up with hot goth girls. Look, he was trying to help you. He was trying to help you. Trying. My mom used to play a game where if she saw what she thought might be like a cute guy for me, like she wasn't being inappropriate. I want to stress this, but like she'd see a dude and be like, "Oh, he's my daughter's age." So she would like pull me up to said dude and be like, "Have you met my daughter?" And then just leave me there in front of this guy who's just as uninterested as I was. And she did it so often. Like, no, he has not met me. I don't want to meet him. Please stop doing this. But she did not. She never stopped. I was not socially equipped for that. That's fair. Like she would try to introduce me. And it was so funny too, because she'd be like, "Have you met my daughter?" And he'd be like, "No." And she'd be like, "What's your name?" And then she would introduce us. And I'm just standing there like, please let the ground open up and swallow me whole. I don't want to be here. He does not want to be here either, obviously. Please stop. Please. And she would do it to my friends, which is what's funny too. If she saw a young man that she thought was like a good match for like my friends, she would then grab my friend and drag her over there and be like, "Have you met my daughter?" And then introduce them. She did it to everybody. She did it to everyone. So we would just avoid her as best we could. Like if there were anybody of the opposite gender around, we would just like stay out of her reach, like 6 foot distance. And if she tried to step towards us, we'd jump back. Like so funny. She was an equal opportunity hazard. She really was. Oh my god. She embarrassed so many of my friends. It was so funny. She's so silly. Now she's trying to introduce people to aliens. She really, really is. She's gonna climb on their spaceship and try to introduce them to each other, I think. Yeah. She will not be limited to the Earth. She's gonna go as far as she can and be a menace there. Because that's who she is as a person. You know? It's just who she is as a person. Anyway. I'm just, I don't know. I haven't worn these in a really long time. All right, guys, if you're tuned in over at the Gunnar website, gunnar.com, make sure you're shopping and using code ZOMBIE when you do. If you are hanging out over there, hop on over to twitch.tv/ZombeeAttack and drop me a follow. You spell it just like that. And tell me what your favorite pair of frames are. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and I hope you have an amazing evening. And that ends our Gunnar segment. And we're going to give it just a minute to make sure it's ended. Let me tell him thanks. Be lurking around the server. I'll let you know how the night goes. Who knows? I gotta actually message Red and make sure they're still doing the thing.